Whole blood given by first responders in the field continues to save lives right here in our area. Whole blood contains all of the elements of blood in its original state. Nothing is taken out. The first ever Colorado whole blood program started with UCHealth and Colorado Springs Fire. Then this summer, it expanded to Teller County, where it's proving important to rural emergencies. Our Bill Folsom spoke with a man who is alive today because of the blood he got.
The newly implemented whole blood program here in Teller County is credited with saving the life of a motorcyclist who crashed here on this rural Teller County road. It's 15 miles up that way to get to Woodland Park and then another 20+ miles to get to the trauma center at Memorial Hospital. Winding Highway 67 in Teller County seemed a fun route for a motorcycle day trip.
Heading towards Sedalia to, we're going to have a burger at Bud's.
In an instant, loose gravel turned the adventure into a life-threatening disaster for Guy Terrio.
Impacted something pretty hard with the left side of my body.
We got dispatched to a motorcycle accident.
The assumption is that there's going to be injuries, likely significant.
A post-surgical scar from mid-chest to lower belly is the aftermath of the removal of a kidney, an adrenal gland, and spleen.
And that was the real problem with me, was rupturing that spleen and starting to bleed out.
About 10 minutes into transport, started saying that everything was really bright, everything got really blurry.
Peacefully fading away.
I rechecked his blood pressure and it was, I believe, like 60/40, which is very low. I couldn't feel a pulse on his wrist. So I had my partner, Jarek, call for a blood response.
Teller County and UCHealth had just put in place its emergency whole blood field program.
That was our first time administering whole blood.
It is something that truly buys the patient time to get them to the hospital.
The whole blood, it really is just replacing exactly what you lost.
Everyone involved in the transport witnessed the impact of a whole blood transfusion.
Once we got the blood going, he was like, wow, this juice you guys are giving me is awesome.
10 minutes after we started giving the blood, his color came back. He started talking to us again.
A dramatic increase in the patient's vitals and their status.
I'm delighted to be here.
Now a motorcycle crash survivor is meeting the team who gave him whole blood and saved his life.
It worries me to think about what might have happened had I not had that blood, because here I am, quite removed from a hospital. So yeah, it was really important.
Between a rural crash site and a hospital a long way away, a lot has to happen on the timeline in between. Whole blood is the link that helps improve success. In Teller County, Bill Folsom, News 5.
Bill, thank you. Continuing our coverage tonight, we first told you about the whole blood program when Colorado Springs fire officials started carrying it in 2024. They were actually the first in the state allowed to carry and give whole blood to people bleeding out at scenes. The program then spread to Loveland later that year. This past summer, Teller County began carrying whole blood, and the latest city to adopt the program is Pueblo. That began in August. Here in Colorado Springs, 141 patients have received whole blood since the program's beginning in 2024. 70% of the patients who received whole blood survived. In Teller County, the medical director says 2 people would have died without receiving whole blood in the field.
It's very professionally satisfying, and to give them a tool where they can actually save lives is pretty potent.
Insurance does not cover whole blood transfusions, so departments that use it rely on foundations and lots of community support. You can do your part by donating money or giving blood. Teller County has a blood drive coming up Saturday, December 13th at 11 a.m. at the Ute Pass Regional Health Service District in Woodland Park. Colorado Springs has 2 on Thursday, December 4th, 1 at Memorial Central in the morning and 1 at Memorial North in the afternoon. It is best to make an appointment ahead of time. We have details for you right now at KOAA.com.